could keep your 2 cents. I don't wanna be another target on a hit list. All my people running around the city like some misfits. So I'm steady praying for my brothers like a wish list. Can I trust a soul? They gon' turn on you the quickest. Damn, there's so much going on in this world we call our home. They been looting and protesting, trying to get it far home. Ain't nobody got us like we got us. Streets is in a frenzy, you see the riots. Stand up for a cause, or you die for one of yours. Ain't no universal laws, they just wanna sabotage. Rolling with my entourage, and they tell us be safe, but they got our hands behind us while we down up on our face. It don't make no sense, no. It felt like a death, no. How we supposed to raise our sons, how we supposed to get through. Feeling really stressful, years of being dreadful. How could we be careful when we ain't really careful? Therefore, all the youths need a good mentor. Yes, Lord. All the years, this the shit we in.
Hello, everybody. I'm not sure my microphone's working. Oh, yeah, it shows it's working. Welcome to game night, and I'm here joined by the Claw and Mr. Zed. There they are. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. We have a couple of people in the chat, and I'm going to pull up Rumble. I always forget about Rumble and see if anybody's over there. I did invite Da and Handy, but I'm not sure. They didn't respond, so I don't know if they're coming. But we're going to go ahead and get started after I sign in to Rumble. And last time we did game night, we had like a bunch of people here. Today, not so much. So there must be something else going on. People getting ready for the big game, maybe? I'm not sure. How have you guys been?
Good.
Mr. Zed, are you planning on streaming anytime?
I trust a soul, they gon' turn on you.
Not if work keeps going the way it is.
Not okay. Makes sense. How about you? What are you up to, Mr. Claw?
Well, I took a break from the shop tonight because I am wore out and I don't feel like working the rest of the evening. So I put all my duties aside and decided that I am just taking it easy tonight and hanging out with you folks.
All right, we'll do it. Awesome. Erica is in the chat. I know she's in the car. She's on her way here to join us, hopefully. And drive safe, Erica. I think her husband's driving, so don't be chatting if you're the one driving. And Yo Mama is here. And Yo Mama, I'm not sure if I sent you a link or not, so I'll do that as well. And I need to get a notebook so I can keep score. Very first thing I'm going to do, though, is on last Sunday, I was supposed to do the drawing for prizes for January, and I forgot to do that. So I'm going to do that now. Please let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me okay. I assume so. Otherwise, you guys would be telling me you can't hear me. So let's do the drawing first. And maybe I'll clip this and put it out since the people who are probably in this bucket are not here right now. But I don't know.
That's their loss.
I know. I don't know how long you have been around, Mr. Claw, but once anybody who donates gets their name in the drawing. And once a month, I draw a name for somebody to win a prize. So let's do that. We'll shake it up and we'll pick one. And then, of course, whoever wins tonight also gets a prize. So the winner for the January drawing is Bandit. Bandit, if you're out there, contact me. And I know you were trying to buy merchandise, Bandit, and they wouldn't ship it to Canada. So what I'll do is you can tell me what you want, and I will purchase it and have it sent here, and then I'll mail it out to you. And then since you were looking to purchase merchandise, if you want anything else, since I'm paying for shipping anyway, we can do that too. But contact me. You know where to find me. Oh, Bandit is in the chat. You won. You're the winner. Look at that. So you win something from katiezed.com. So pick something out. Let me know what it is. And then if you want to purchase anything else as well, I know that you were trying to buy stuff and they wouldn't ship to Canada. But you know my email address is in my channel description. So email me. My phone number's in there too. You can call me if you'd like. But you are the big winner. And get in contact with me. Welcome to Christo is here. Christo, you're welcome to join too. The link is in the the members only section of my YouTube channel. So anybody who wants to join can do that. Welcome, Hezekiah. You're a yellow screen right now, Hez. And Ray is here as well. You're both muted. You'll have to unmute yourselves if you want to say hello. And then we'll get both of them at the same time. I caught some of your show tonight. You guys are always very entertaining. But of course, I was cooking dinner for Mr. Zed. He needs to eat. If I don't feed him, he gets grumpy. So I missed the end of it.
It's all good. We just did a super mega ultra happy dance.
Oh, awesome. If anybody donates tonight, we'll do a happy dance here too. And of course, there's the doggos. They get a treat as well, and you get entered into this month's drawing.
Yay.
So the way this game works is there are cards here, and I know you guys on Teams can't see me, but if you maybe pull up the YouTube on a separate screen and mute it, you'll be able to see what's going on. You don't have to really see, you just have to hear. But I'm going to read one of these cards. We'll go in order. Erica, my scorekeeper, is busy tonight. She'll be here a little later, so I'm going to try to keep score as well as be the game. What's it called? Like the talk show
moderator,
game show host. Game show host. And I'll get a blank piece of paper here, and we will get started. I guess how did we pick who goes first last time? We went oldest, didn't we? We'll do youngest this time. Who's youngest? Hey, Ray.
Hey.
We'll not do ages. We're just going to go in order how you guys appear on my screen. So Mr. Zed, you're going to be first, then Claw, then Ray, then Hezekiah, and then myself. So Mr. Zed is first. The first round, it'll take an extra couple minutes because I have to write everybody's name down. So I'm going to read one of these cards, and you just have to answer true or false. You're welcome to poll the audience. So when you poll the audience is usually very good. I'll read the chats, but if you have no idea, you can ask the what is it called in Deal or Not Deal or No Deal? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Like ask the
phone a friend.
Phone a friend. Ask the audience. Yeah. All right. So this one is called Wrong Shop. Daryl Peters of Mansfield, England, used his car to smash through a shop front, a technique called ram raiding in the UK, so he could steal the cash register. Sadly, Daryl wasn't wearing his glasses that day and smashed straight through the front of the New High Street police station. He didn't have far to go to get to the cells. True or false?
false.
That is false. 1 point for Mr. Zed. So that's how the game goes. And thank you very much for coming in with the Oh, speaking of applause, I did a thing today. So Bandit, are you still here? It wasn't made with you, like for you, but I made a thing and I'm gonna play it because I made it for the winner. So let's pretend we just did the drawing and Bandit wins. Yay! That's it. It's the first thing I ever made on Canva video, so I was very proud of myself. I needed to play it. Congratulations, Bandit. Okay, next up, Mr. Claw, the Claw. Let me write your name down. And this one's called Pregnant. 3 couples from Swindon, UK, attended birthing classes every week. Did we read this one last time? Sounds familiar. Okay, so either way, 3 couples from Swindon, UK, attended birthing classes every week. The couples got on very well initially, but by the 3rd week, police had to be called to break up a fight after 2 of the pregnant women started to pick on the 3rd pregnant lady, calling her fat. She didn't take kindly to this and was arrested after knocking out the 2 other ladies. True or false?
False.
That
I can't think that that's true.
is
Pregnant
false.
ladies.
I was thinking it might be true because of the hormones. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but pregnant ladies ain't gonna call each other fat. That's not gonna happen.
I mean,
Not well. It could happen in today's world. In my world, it would not happen.
That's
Right.
that's so weird that we had two UK ones back to back. Ray, thank you very much for joining us tonight. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
You ready for your question?
No.
No. Okay. This one is called Fast Food. A robber who was foiled by a customer as he attempted to hold up a McDonald's, later arrested by police, tried to sue the customer for preventing him from robbing the store. The case was thrown out of court and he was thrown in jail.
Probably true.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say true.
It's actually false, but I could see that happening. Remember that
Yeah.
one case where it was a robber, somebody was trying to rob somebody's house and he fell through the ceiling and broke his leg. Do you guys remember this one?
Yeah.
Yep.
And he sued the homeowners, like the homeowners insurance, and actually won, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's where I was thinking that could probably be true because everybody
Yeah.
sues everybody for everything.
Exactly. All right, Huz. Born yesterday. In 2013, 26-year-old Zachary of Boston snatched $40 from a woman, but in the process of fleeing the scene, he left behind a couple of bags containing his birth certificate, a note from his mother. He was arrested shortly after the robbery.
Oh, that's true.
That is true. That is true. Awesome. I'm so glad you're here with the sound effects, Hez. I have a soundboard and everything. I'm not good enough. I'm not practiced enough to do everything like you do on your show. Like on your show, you like have it down pat. You got everything going on. I'm still trying to get my stuff together. All right. Mr. Zed, would you like to read one for me?
Sure. Freezing. After scooping out the local meat warehouse, after scoping out the local meat house, thieves Carol and John Rubin thought they could rob a meat truck while the warehouse had its lunch break. The two were able to enter the truck. However, after forgetting to leave the door open, they were found very cold an hour later and were handed over to the police.
Does it say where it happened?
No.
I'm going to poll the audience. Read it again for the audience. We're going to get them involved in this. I'm going to go with whatever you guys say, true or false.
Freezing. After scoping out the local meat warehouse, thieves Carol and John Rubin thought they could rob a meat truck while the warehouse had its lunch break. The two were able to enter the truck. However, after forgetting to leave the door open, they were found very cold an hour later and were handed over to the police.
All right. The chat is saying false. Oh, wait. We have mixed reviews. Let's give it another couple seconds. There's a delay. Oh my gosh, it's exactly mixed. We have half and half. I guess we're gonna go. Parson, you voted twice, one for each answer. We're gonna go with false. That doesn't help me at all, Parson. He says maybe. We're going with false. Is it false? It is false. Good job, guys. Thank you for the point. You guys are awesome. Awesome. Next up is, let's see if anybody else joined. Nope, that's just Hez and Ray. Mr. Zed, cop gone bad. Police Sergeant Wes Brighty of Hartford, Connecticut, like to skim drugs from the scene of the crime at drug busts. When Wes had a few kilos worth, he would meet up with a local Hells Angel leader to offload the stash. On his final meeting, Wes was arrested when he walked in on an undercover FBI sting that had been watching the biker gang for 18 months.
False.
That is false. Very good. Yay. Ding, ding, ding. Round of
Ding,
applause.
ding, ding, ding.
All right. The claw. Thanks, Hez. Cheetos. David Scott and Roger Wilkes were seen arguing in St. Louis near the convention center. The argument turned into a murder inquiry after David stabbed Roger once in the chest, killing him. It turns out the argument was over a bag of Cheetos. True or false?
Where are the last names again?
Scott and Wilkes. David Scott and Roger Wilkes.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's true.
That is true. It is in St. Louis as well, which would be a context clue. Point for you. All right, Ray. Counterfeit fun. Millard Spencer was a graphic designer for a London publisher with access to high-end print equipment. After hours, Millard discovered that his machines could print near-perfect 50-pound notes. One night, Millard accidentally left a sheet in the machine revealing his hobby, landing him 6 years in prison. You're muted.
Can I ask
Yep.
chat?
All right, chat. You're up. Last time you got the chat had almost 100% success rate, by the way. So, all right, chat. Millard Spencer was a graphic designer for a London publisher with access to high-end print equipment. After hours, Millard discovered that his machines could print near-perfect 50-pound notes. One night, Millard accidentally left a sheet in the machine revealing his hobby, landing him 6 years in prison. Yo Mama says false. We'll give him a couple of minutes because of the delay. We got 2 falses. Maybe still some coming in. I see 20 people here and there's 3 people chatting. What are we doing? Let us know. What's the answer? Okay, so 4 people say false. Nobody's saying true. You go with the chat?
I'll go with false then. Yeah.
All right. Chat is correct again. As usual.
Woo! Thank you, chat.
Yay.
Thank you, chat.
Hezekiah. By the way, everybody, Hezekiah has a book out for sale on Amazon. It's right back there on my shelf, right there. Go pick it up. Pick it up. It's hilarious, by the way. It's great.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He does a show every morning do you start at 7 a.m.? I listen to you on my ride to work. So 7 o'clock in the morning Eastern. It's a good hang. It's fun. And Ray's there too. Sorry, Ray.
Or Pacific.
Yeah, Ray is on the West Coast and is Hezekiah's co-host and wakes up at 4 a.m. for this. So I don't understand how you're so happy and cheerful at 4 a.m. every morning, but she is.
I'm not. It's all false.
She's always there with a smile, looking gorgeous, and I do not look like that at 4 a.m. I'll tell you that right now. Mr. Zed knows. I see the look on your face.
I like getting up early. I'm usually up at 4.
At 4? Well, a few hours after that, you can catch Hezekiah's show.
Well, I actually get up at 2:15 in the morning. I don't roll out of bed looking like that.
Oh my goodness. I could not. All right. Whose turn was it? Hezekiah's? Okay, Hezekiah, look out. James Delgeson snatched an iPhone X from the hand of Jackie Gray in Croydon, UK, as he roared past her on his scooter. Unfortunately, James wasn't looking where he was going and crashed head-on into a police van. He was duly arrested as he regained consciousness.
That sounds like it could be true because I've seen worse than that. I'm going to vote for true.
It is false. Womp womp.
I don't have the womp 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 womp. So I got those.
There you go. No point. Okay, my turn.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
Master stroke. A German man attempting to break into another person's house by using a bank card unfortunately woke up the owner. In the thief's haste to get away, the card snapped in half, leaving behind his name and account details.
Oh my goodness.
When police got to the burglar's house, the other half of the bank card was on the kitchen table.
I'm going to say true. Just because I know of a very similar story, like a dumb thing that happened. So I'm going to say true. It is true.
It isn't true.
Ron, thank you very much for this $2 super chat. You are being entered into February's drawing. By the way, those of you who just got here, we did do January's drawing and Bandit won. Yay, Bandit. And let me get the doggos up here on screen and they will get their milk bones. There they are. Just quietly napping like good doggies. Look, we refilled the snacks for the dogs. We refilled them.
Are they alive?
I don't know why their camera's doing that. That's so weird because I got a new camera because that used to be my camera. And now it's doing it over there. I don't know what's up. Okay. Hey, Ava, Zena, do a shake. Good girl. Do a shake. You got to do it. There you go. She was very reluctant. She's a little bit of a terrorist. There she is. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And
Freedom fighter.
She's not a freedom fighter. She's a terrorist. She's a puppy, so hopefully she grows out of that crap, but we'll see. All right, Mr. Zed, it is your turn. This one's called Social Butterfly. Armed robber Andrew Hennels was caught by police after he boasted on social media about his plans to raid a supermarket in a post which included a selfie, a picture of a knife, and the words "doing Tesco over." Police apprehended the man 15 minutes later with the knife and 410 pounds in cash stolen from a Norfolk Tesco.
True.
True is true. True is correct. You know what? You're getting everyone correct, and I had a lot of fun last time calling you a loser. So if you could stop doing that.
I have a theory.
Yeah.
Erica's not playing, and she might be my bad luck.
She's on her way. She is headed towards her computer at her house right now just to get here to play this game. So that's about to change. The Claw.
Here I am.
Blank robber. Gary Fatboy Pons was quickly arrested during his attempted robbery at the Bank of Melbourne, Australia. The teller was busy collecting and stuffing a bag with the cash when Gary fainted. The police and the ambulance were called, and poor Gary awoke to find himself in handcuffs and under arrest. I wonder if that's like nervousness. Do you pass out from nervousness?
Well, you can. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't
Or
know.
it
I
could be
think
false.
I see. I'd say that was true. I'm gonna go with true.
It is actually false.
Ah,
But it makes sense. Like I could
ah,
totally see that happening. Like your blood pressure rises and like you get all,
well, now I'm
flustered.
devastated. Good
Sorry.
You get all
Lord.
fainted goat.
So I can
Yeah,
call
okay.
you a loser then. You
Yeah,
loser.
you can call
got
me
it
a
wrong.
loser.
You loser.
It probably doesn't have the same. It probably doesn't feel the same
not.
though.
No, it's
calling
not.
me a loser as it does calling Mr. Z a loser.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's probably not as rewarding.
No. Mr. Z, will you read one for Ray? I got on mute for a second and cough.
Yeah, you didn't mute. No. You're... Ray, are you ready? Locksmith. In December 2013, Anthony Serrato got locked out of his car. He called police to help him get in the vehicle. The police were successful at getting into the vehicle and successful in arresting Serrato, who had an outstanding warrant against him. True or false?
True.
It is in fact true.
Coming for you.
Ah, crap. I know my turn's coming up, but I gotta go let the dog in. I'll be back.
Okay. So we're skipping Hez for now. Ray got that point, which means it's my turn.
Here we go.
Okay.
Once bitten.
Twice shy?
Not quite. A woman in Somerset, Massachusetts, was arrested for breaking and entering. She was caught swiftly thanks to her ankle bracelet, the one fitted with a GPS system, that she had due to being on probation for an earlier breaking and entering case.
This story sounds so familiar. In real life, and I think we've had a question similar to this in the past. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna ask the audience. Audience, is that true or false? Somebody is breaking and entering with an ankle monitor on, and has GPS. Do the ankle monitors have GPS on them, or is it just? I guess they do. Because it says if you leave your house or not, correct?
Correct.
Audience, could you read it again for the audience? They're going to answer now.
A woman in Somerset, Massachusetts, was arrested for breaking and entering. She was caught swiftly thanks to her ankle bracelet, the one fitted with a GPS system, that she had due to being on probation or an earlier breaking and entering case.
People are saying I have a true, I have a false, and Bandit says sounds like you know who, which is what I was thinking too, Bandit. I'm gonna say false.
Answer is true.
I should have listened to my mother. Some people were saying false. My mom said true. That's what I get for not listening to my mom. All right.
Loser.
Thank
Is that
you.
how it is? Is that how it works?
Yes, that's how it works. That's how you play the game. You're catching on quick. All right, we're going to go back to Hez's turn. New phone, who dis? Spelled D-I-S. When police in Vancouver, Canada, or Canada, asked to search Jason Ponchi's apartment for drugs, he was more than happy to oblige, as he knew he was not a suspect. But that all changed when they got a look at how his name was listed on his cell phone. Jason Ponchi, drug dealer. I'll read it again. When police in Vancouver, Canada asked to search Jason Ponchi's apartment for drugs, he was more than happy to oblige, as he knew he was not a suspect. But that all changed when they got a look at how his name was listed on his cell phone. Jason Ponchi, drug dealer.
I would say false, but that would be hilarious.
So your answer is false?
Yes.
That's true. That is a true
Of
story.
course it is. Heck, nabbit.
That's a great
Sometimes
story.
Sometimes I tell myself, I'm like, the ones that sound the most stupid are probably the real ones.
Yeah. So let's go over where we are at the game right now. Mr. Zed has 3. Mr. Claw has 1. Ray has 2. Hez has 1. And I have 2. Real quick.
And how many does Erica have?
Erica's not here. Oh, Erica is here. Erica. We can do Erica turn. Erica, are you ready? You're muted, Erica. She said, wait, no. Okay, we'll get you next round, Erica. But I want to tell a quick story about it had to do with one of the questions. So when I was a teenager, we used to hang out at this guy's house, and there was like a bunch of group of people that hung out there. And one time, this girl who I wasn't very close friends with, but she was one of the crowd that kind of hung out. It was in Chicago, so it was snowy and icy, and she had sideswiped somebody's car on a side street and then ended up in a snowbank. Like, you know, like her front end ended up bouncing off of this car and then hitting a snowbank. And she left the scene. She was going to do a hit and run. But the way the license plate used to be, it was what's it called? Embossed? The license plate was embossed and left a perfect print of her license plate in the snowbank. And the cops ended up showing up at this house because she was parked out in front of it. And it was like 2 blocks away from where she did the hit and run. So we should make a card about that one. That should be in this deck of cards, honestly.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What an idiot. I wish number 2 was here because she was there that night. She would have remembered this for sure. All right, Mr. Zed, it is your turn. This is called Penitentiary. Joey and Matthew had no disguises ready for their next house break-in, so they simply made do by covering their faces in permanent marker. After the burglary, the pair was quickly pulled over by police as their permanent marker faces were easy to spot in a crowd.
True.
That is true. That is true. I keep forgetting I have to mute 2 places if I need to sneeze or blow my nose. Because you guys can hear me over here, and they can hear me over here. Erica, are you ready for your turn yet, or no? Not so much. Also, Mr. Zed is winning by a lot, so somebody needs to get in here. Number 2, I sent you an email with the link. Number 2. So get in here. Erica's still not ready. When you're ready, just unmute and let us know, Erica. Mr. Claw. Autopilot.
Okie dokie.
No one is quite sure what happened to Jaden Daniels. No one is quite sure what Jaden Daniels had in mind when he broke into and stole a Cessna light aircraft at Payne Field Airport in Washington. Jaden made it out of the airport and onto the highway, only to be chased by local police as Jaden did not know how to fly. Police only had to wait until the plane was out of fuel before making their arrest. First of all, when did it stop anybody from stealing an airplane not knowing how to fly? I covered 2 stories on my channel about this.
Right.
But apparently Jaden did not, and he drove it out onto the highway.
I'm going to say that's false.
That is false. Point for you. That is false. I never miss an opportunity to promote my channel, but if you want to hear about stolen planes in Washington State, go check out the Sky King episode. It's a great episode. I had Steven on for that one, and we showed the whole thing, the video that they have of it, and played the audio from the cockpit and all that. It was a very good episode. Check it out. Ray. This one's called football, or as I like to call it, sports ball, which includes all sports, by the way, even sports that don't have balls, like hockey's included, track and field, all of it. It's sports ball. Top Bristol City fan Peter Bennett loved his team. One Saturday, after each goal, Peter exposed himself, gyrated, and shouted, "Look at the penis copter." Police recorded every incident and arrested him and his penis copter. Do boys do this? Is this a thing?
Wait. Can you repeat that?
Oh, don't make me reread it. All right, I'll reread it.
On even sports that don't include balls. I'm sorry.
Oh. This sport apparently does include, it includes a stick at least. I don't know about balls.
All right, I'm sorry.
Top Bristol City fan Peter Bennett loved his team. One Saturday, after each goal, Peter exposed himself, gyrated, and shouted, "Look at the penis copter." Police recorded every incident and arrested him and his penis copter.
False.
That is false.
False.
That is false. I'll tell you what gave it away for me is that they recorded every incident. Wouldn't they arrest him after the first incident?
The first time,
right?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna let him just do that? Come
Right.
on. So point for Ray. Ray, you're catching up, by the way.
Some
for you.
people like the penis copter. Now, come on.
Don't get it.
Private.
Although,
Private.
if I ever was able to be a man for a day, I would definitely try it. That's like one of the first things probably I'd try.
Well, you girls have the chickie whistle, so we're even.
All right, Hezekiah.
Yeah, man, what's up?
Beware, spelled Beeware. Thinking he had hit the jackpot, a thief broke into a car whose back seat was filled with boxes. Upon opening the first box to steal its contents, he painfully discovered that it was full of honeybees. He exited the car at a full run, but was later caught at the hospital being treated for over 100 bee stings.
I'll say that's true.
That is false. I think 100 bee stings would kill you, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I know.
It
just sounded like something that a criminal would do.
It does sound like it.
What's in these boxes? Cool. Oh crap, they're bee hives.
One bee sting would kill me, so 100 would definitely kill me faster, probably.
Yeah.
Number 2, are you coming to, what are you doing? Why are you in the chat right now? Erica, are you ready for a turn yet? I guess not. If you are, you're muted, so unmute yourself. That makes it my turn, hon.
Say cheese. 55-year-old Daniel Blackwell got into an argument with his wife after she allegedly took a bite out of his grilled cheese sandwich. His wife called police, prompting a 3-hour armed standoff. Blackwell was charged with second-degree assault, reckless endangerment, and various firearms violations.
How good was the grilled cheese sandwich? That's the question.
According to his wife,
yeah.
apparently very good.
I remember the other night when I made that grilled cheese with the bacon in it.
Do you remember the grilled cheese or the chili cheese dogs with the bacon?
Yeah, we like bacon around here. You can tell by the size of our bellies. I'm gonna say that that's true, but I don't think it was about the grilled cheese. I think it was about other things. All right, Erica, if you're ready, it's your turn. If not, we are moving on to Mr. Zed. This one's called
I am here.
Bouncer. It had only been a few months earlier that a man from Iowa City had his driver's license stolen, so it was more than fortunate when the thief, using the stolen license as his form of ID, showed up at the very bar where the man worked as a bouncer. Imagine carding somebody and they give them your own ID.
Yeah. Or it's your buddy that's down the way. True.
It is true. And I do think I remember that card from before, so I'm going to grab a different stack. We may have gone through them all. They all got mixed up. So, yeah, Krista was pointing out that that one sounds familiar. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna choose from this other stack. We'll put these ones away. Somebody needs to buy me a new game so that way we can play a new game. If you guys are out and about and see a game that would work for this sort of thing, either mail it to my P.O. box and let me know to check my P.O. box, or just tell me what it is and I'll buy it. Either way.
I guess a bong Yahtzee stream wouldn't go over good, huh?
Nah, probably not. Probably not. Okay, who just went? Mr. Zed, you just went, right? Did you get that right or wrong? You got it right. Okay, so you have 5 now. Claw, it is your turn. I got a new stack.
Let's go.
This is called Woof Justice. Realford Cooper was arrested after a high-speed chase that involved running 2 stop signs before crashing into a house. This is the quote, "I wasn't driving that car," he told police as he was being handcuffed. "My dog was driving that car. No dog was found at the scene."
Wow. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask I'm just gonna have to ask.
Poll. Okay, audience.
Yeah,
Woof
what do
Justice.
y'all think?
Well, I'm going to read it again, and then Mr. Zed's going to tell a story while they answer.
I have a true in here so far. That's the only one I got. Come on.
Realford Cooper was arrested after a high-speed chase that involved running 2 stop signs before crashing into a house. "I wasn't driving that car," he told police as he was being handcuffed. "My dog was driving the car. No dog was found at the scene." So while they answer, honey, will you tell the story about when Dusty drove your car?
So we got a bank by the house that is, the parking's 2-tiered. And so I park up near the front door and I walk inside and I walk back out and my car's gone.
It's important to know that this was a stick shift.
Correct. It was a stick shift, and the dog, Dusty, who was in the back seat, somehow got up into the front seat, knocked the emergency brake off. The slight decline caused her to go out of her parking spot and then down the little embankment into an adjacent parking spot on the lower level, which the curb stop actually stopped the vehicle from rolling into the main road.
Yeah,
which it's a 4-lane highway.
4-lane highway.
So she did not like to go for rides for about a year.
No. Yeah. So most of the audience is saying, actually, every single one in the audience is saying.
Yeah, that's what I think. All right. I hope the audience doesn't give me the bone job here. So I'm going to go with true.
After hearing Mr. Zed's story, it could be possible that the dog was driving the car. It is true. You get a point.
Yay. I could tell you a really good story about.
And
we had a goat that ate a car interior of a traveling salesman when I was a kid.
Wow. We have treat time for Bandit, and he gets entered into the drawing for this coming up month. So let's see if the dogs are awake. Do we want to do a happy dance too? Hezekiah, can that be arranged? So on Hezekiah's channel, and Ray, I mean, it's Hezekiah's channel, Ray's the co-host, but when people donate, he does a happy dance. And I love to, let me give them a treat because I want to dance along with you guys. So let me give them a treat real quick first. You guys ready? This is from Mr. Bandit.
Just let me know.
There you go. All right, guys, it's happy dance time.
All right.
All right. Yay. You guys go check out Hez's channel for sure. And the Claw has a channel. Mr. Zed has a channel, although he doesn't really stream there anymore. But, you know, thank you very much, Bandit. I appreciate you. And don't forget to get in touch with me about your prize that you won. Ray, it's your turn. Gloves off. Reginald Rafters, or Fingers as he was known, decided to rob the Minneapolis Wells Fargo. Everything was going well until he was unable to open the last safety deposit box. Removing his gloves, he managed to get inside, but sadly for him, he left his fingerprints behind. He was picked up the next day while shopping for new gloves at Macy's.
False.
Correct. That is false. She's coming for you, Mr. Zed. She is coming for you. All right.
Hi.
Hezekiah.
Oh, there's Erica.
I'm here.
Oh, we'll do. Well, you're
Erica.
after me, Erica. So we'll do.
Okay.
You have a couple of. You have a minute. Okay, Hezekiah. Extra juicy steak. Joey.
Ooh, yum.
Joey
Is that an
Matoza.
offer or the question?
Hey, if you come up and visit, we know
You're
how
in
to.
Georgia. That's not impossible.
We know how to do steak around here. Although I would suggest ordering the pulled pork that Mr. Zed does in the smoker because he's really good at that.
I know.
It takes him all day, but it's worth it. Especially since then I don't have to cook. Totally worth it. Extra juicy steak. Joey Matoza was a grill cook in Boston. After a customer sent back an uncooked steak for the third time, Joey spit on the steak. Turns out it was 2003, and Joey was carrying SARS, which he passed on to the customer. Joey boasted to his friends that he spat on the steak. Joey was arrested for attempted murder.
I'm going to call this one false.
That is false.
Yes. All right. I
is-
finally got two. All right.
Like if the charge was assault or something like that, I could see. But attempted murder, though, seems a bit of a stretch, in my opinion. So Hez gets point. All right, it's my turn and then Erica's turn.
Here we go.
Okay.
Ankle bracelet. Serial thief Greg Swanson from Sheffield, England, was arrested and charged with 10 additional counts of burglary after the GPS ankle monitor he was wearing from a previous burglary was downloaded, and the results matched the scene of another 10 unsolved burglaries.
There's a lot of these ankle, because that one that I read earlier, I thought it sounded familiar, like we had read it last time, but it was a different story. And now this one is different. And then there's that other one. I'm gonna say
A lot of
this
people
is
wearing ankle bracelets.
yeah. I'm gonna say true. Ah, boo! Womp womp. Will you read one for Erica, please?
Oh, my pleasure. Miss Erica,
Yes.
this one's called Cold Call. A Canadian criminal called police to clarify exactly what he had stolen during a recent break-in. The man said he was upset because the police had released the incorrect information. Police soon made an arrest.
True.
You got it right.
Yeah, I'm on the board.
The board. Point for Erica. And it is Mr. Zed's turn. He's in the lead. Let's do a recap real quick. And Erica, do you have your notebook? Can you take notes and keep score? If I read out who's got what right now?
Hold on, let me get my Crime Land notebook. 1 second.
Erica purchased a Crime Land, or I think it's an overruled actually, notebook to keep notes, to keep score on the all the crimes that we cover over here. Which you can pick yours up, by the way. We'll do an ad while she's waiting at ktzed.com. That's ktzed.com. Get all of your merchandise needs. We have, I don't have them in I set up a new Dumb Criminals page to do this stream tonight, and I don't have them in there yet. But there's t-shirts, there's hats, there's like this little zipper pouch thing that says Crimeland on it. You can get that. You can get this t-shirt right here. It's very soft, very nice. I price everything just a little tiny bit above what it costs to make. So I'm basically making no money. I do this for you guys. Also, little bit of inside baseball here. We are redesigning the Crimeland logo. It's going to do a complete overhaul for Crimeland and for Friday Night Crime. So if you want any of the retro merchandise, get that now because it will be going away. I did do a redesign of the Crimeland, and a couple of people who are here have seen it, at least the preliminary, and I'm getting good reviews so far. You ready, Erica?
I am, and I'm also using my pen, my Rash pen.
Oh, awesome. So you got everybody's merchandise.
All right.
You got Hezekiah's merchandise. You got my merchandise. All right, Mr. Zed has 5.
Oh, you cheater.
The Claw has 3. Ray has 4. Hezekiah has 3. I have 3, and Erica, you have 1.
Yes. I need to put you on mute. I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back.
Okay, Mr. Zed, it's your turn. 1 hour photo. A shoplifter from Sydney, Australia, stole a Polaroid camera and took a selfie before throwing both the photo and the camera away. After the picture came out blank, quotes. He was caught after the police recovered the camera along with the perfect mugshot. Because you know how Polaroids take a second to...
Yeah, I also know there are some Australians that are not as intelligent. But I'm going to go false on this one.
What do they call them? Bogies? Is that what they're... What is the name for a dumb... Like... There's a name for it. Does anybody know in the chat what they call?
I was going to say Brit, but...
No, they're like... I want to say not bogies, Bowdens, something like that.
Bogart?
No. Somebody will know. But that is false. You got that correct. You guys, please don't let Mr. Zed win. What are we doing here? By the way, if you win, you don't get a prize. Sorry. I just decided family don't get prizes. Bogan. Christo got it. It's called a bogan. Bogan. That's the word I was looking for. Claw, it's your turn. This one's called twerk. When Jacqueline, spelled interestingly, Jacqueline Raymond left the bar, she'd had quite a lot to drink. Once outside, she bumped into a couple of police officers who she challenged to a twerking competition. Sadly, the officers weren't up for playing. Jacqueline couldn't help herself and twerked away, during which a small quantity of white powder fell from her skirt, thus ending her twerk and getting her a stay in prison.
Where was this?
It doesn't say. It does not say. When Jacqueline Raymond left the bar, she'd had quite a lot to drink. Once outside, she bumped into a couple of police officers who she challenged to a twerking competition. Sadly, the officers weren't up for playing. Jacqueline couldn't help herself and twerked away, during which a small quantity of white powder fell from her skirt, ending her twerk and getting her a stay in prison.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's false because you know what? Those city cops, they don't need extra paperwork for nonsense like that. They got enough crap going on. So I'm going to say no.
Are correct.
False.
That is false. Thank you for giving Mr. Zed a run for his money.
I'm sorry, I had to take a call. So Mr. Zed has 6.
6. Claw has 4.
Cheating.
Ray
He's
has
cheating, Katie.
I know. I catch him in here all the time studying the cards.
I know. I don't doubt it.
Every day when I get home from work, he's in here. He's got them like mapped out, like with he hangs them on the wall back here. Okay. Mr. Zed has 6. Claw has 4. Ray has 4. Hez has 3. I have 3, and you have 1. And it's Ray's turn. Ray. This one's called
Hi, pretty girl.
This one's called Pay Up. A 40-year-old man walked into the bank and handed the cashier a threatening note. The bank teller obliged and handed him $400. Unfortunately, the thief had overlooked the fact that his message was scribbled on a piece of his pay slip. It wasn't too long before detectives had the bank robber's full name and home address. That's so dumb. That is true. That is true. I see Moose just showed up in the chat. Moose, sir, it's so good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I kind of miss you. That's all. End of message. So Ray gets a point. Hezekiah.
Yes.
Thank you for doing the sound effects. I appreciate you.
No problem.
This says, may I help you? Bradley Jacob. That was like, my brain sometimes switches stuff around. The guy's name is Bradley Jacob, was attempting to rob a bank in Ottawa, Canada. When the fast-thinking bank teller told him that in order to rob the bank, he needed 2 forms of identification before she could hand him any cash. Bradley soon walked out with his loot and straight into a jail cell.
Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna go against my instinct and say that's true.
That is actually false, but it really wouldn't surprise me. And
I'm like, yeah, no, that can't be. Which is why I'm like, no, I got to stop second guessing myself.
Yeah, you got to go with your first instinct for sure.
I'm overthinking it. Yeah.
I'd like to say that Mr. Moose over there in the chat, when I said I missed him, he said he misses Mr. Zed. So, what? I think that means you need to start streaming again, honey. Or we need to go up to Chicago and visit. One or the other. It's my turn, so somebody needs to read for me. You know what I should do? I should mail some of these cards to Erica so she can help read too, or number 2, or both.
All right, here we go. Facebooked. Officers at the Granite Shoals Police Department in Texas posted a fake Facebook story about Ebola-tainted meth. Chastity Hobson was so worried she quickly handed over her meth for testing. Hobson was charged with possession of less than 1 gram of a controlled substance. True or false?
What was the person's name? Tiffany?
Chastity
Hobson. Chastity Hobson. I'm going to say true.
You're going to say true?
I'm going to say true.
And it is actually true.
Go, Katie. Go, Katie. Go, Katie. You're still winning, though, so, you know. All right, Erica, your turn. Masked man. A masked man in St. Mary's, Georgia, attempted to rob his local GameStop. Unfortunately, the mask he'd chosen was a see-through plastic bag. He was found by authorities wearing the same outfit in a different store the same day.
I would say true.
That is true.
Yes.
I'm kind of hoping Erica got here late and comes in and passes Mr. Zed.
Oh, wouldn't it be nice?
I know. All
no
right.
offense, Mr. Zed.
He always wins.
You're just a competitive guy.
I have not won once.
Easter eggs. This is for
I haven't
you.
even been close.
This is for you, Zed. Stumbling across a chocolate factory in Dayton, Ohio, Pedro Banks thought he would help himself to some chocolate. Breaking in easily, Pedro clambered across the machinery towards the storeroom, only to lose his footing and land in a chocolate silo. When he was arrested the next day, he said he never wanted to see chocolate again.
False.
False is correct. No need for applause. There's no need for applause there.
The crowds. Pros.
All right, Claw.
Here I am.
Good herbs. Rayton Jennings walked past his local weed shop every day in Santa Rosa, California. One evening after closing, he decided to break in and help himself to some drugs. Eager to try some of his haul, he ingested a large number of pills and smoked a joint. He woke up in the local jail as the pills he took were actually sleeping aids.
Nah, no way.
No, that's
No.
false. You're like, nah, drug people know what drugs they're taking.
Exactly.
He would have read the bottle. All right, Claw gets a point. All right, Ray. You're still only one behind, so. Taser time. Following a bar fight in Austin, Texas, small-time criminal Raymond Fields found a police taser on the street by the bar. He then used the taser to rob people. He was quite successful for a while until he tried to use the taser on someone high. He ended up tasering himself, and the lucky victim immediately called the police and had Raymond arrested. I just love looking the look on her face while she's thinking. You're very expressive.
I know. I can't hide ever what I'm thinking. It was a police taser?
Yeah, there was
a
fight outside of a bar, and the police lost one of their tasers on the street, and he found it.
Yeah, false.
False is correct. Although I've covered some stories of some pretty dumb cops, and that wouldn't surprise me if it was true. All right, Hezekiah. I don't know why I like singing your name, but I do. In Albert calling. In 2010, Albert decided to rob a store in Connecticut. His plan was to call the store in advance so that they could have the money ready and he could make a quick escape. His plan was almost perfect except for the obvious flaw. The police were waiting for Albert when he came in to pick up the cash.
I was muted by myself. True.
True is true. True is correct. All right, it's my turn.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you get that correct?
Yes. Ray has 6.
Okay.
Hezekiah
6.
has 4. Mr. Zed has 7.
Claw has 5. And that other guy
Claw?
he has 7.
Yeah.
Well, you know that guy you're married to.
The other guy. Oh, I thought you were talking about Claw. I'm like, yeah, no, that guy.
No.
That guy. Yeah, the guy
Yeah.
I'm married to.
Yeah.
Has flippin' 7.
Okay, it's your turn, Katie.
Yes, my turn. You'll need to unmute, sir.
Hi.
Hi.
Clayton Jones of Big Hill, Wyoming, was high as a kite.
Mm.
He decided he would rob his parents' store in town.
Mm-hmm.
He had tried this before, and normally his parents would throw him out. This time, though, a state trooper was in the store and duly arrested him. His parents didn't protest.
So he was their kid, and he would rob them.
And they would just kick him out of the store normally.
Huh.
But this time there was a state trooper in there, and they didn't protest his arrest.
I'm going to ask the audience this time. I'm going to poll the audience. Audience. Here's the question.
Clayton Jones of Big Hill, Wyoming was high as a kite. He decided he would rob his parents' store in town. He tried this before, and normally his parents would throw him out. This time, though, a state trooper was in the store and duly arrested him. His parents didn't protest.
So far, we have 1 true and 1 false. I need somebody else to answer. One other person. There's 17 of you here, and there's people over on Rumble as well. I need an answer. We have 1 true, 1 Erica. Erica, you can't be the audience and a player. And Ray is also answering over there. All right. Ron says false. We're going to go with false.
Survey says
Yes.
false.
Erica and Ray, you were both wrong, by the way. I'm glad I didn't listen to you people. Katie gets a point.
Okay. My turn.
Your turn. Oink, oink. An Ohio man reportedly called 911 threatening to harm himself after he had downed an entire bottle of Everclear because his pet pig, Millie, had eaten all of his marijuana. He was charged with disorderly conduct and later said that he would keep his weed out of reach of his pot-bellied pig.
Where was this?
This was in Ohio.
I'm going to say false.
It is true. It's actually true.
Funny. Thanks, Fez.
All right, Mr. Zed, I'm going to read yours, and then you're going to have to read some so I can go refill my drink and use the potty. But I'll do yours first. This one's called I Do, I Do. Frank Blake Jr. was already in jail when he was visited by both his second and third wives Unfortunately for Blake, it turned out he was still married to his second wife when he married the third. Blake was charged with bigamy and had 18 months added to his sentence. Aren't you glad you don't have 3 wives?
Gladly take the extra 18 months at that point. I'm gonna go false on that one.
It is true. It's actually true. That poor guy. I wonder if he knew he was still married. I bet he thought he was unmarried.
He probably didn't, to be honest.
All right, so
Wah, wah, wah.
just so you guys know, he's going to take over reading for a minute. I'll be right back. But Ray, this is your chance to catch up. He got it wrong. This is your chance. That's all I'm saying. All right, you're in charge, honey.
Who's next?
It's Claw's turn.
It's
No.
Claw, Ray, Hez, and I should be back by then. Then it's my turn. So Claw, Ray, Hez.
Claw, Ray, Hez. All right, Claw, you ready, boss?
All right. Here I am.
All right, TV star. We've all done it. Walked past the TV store and seen ourselves on the TV in the window. It's a cool sales trick. Wallace DeJones loved looking at himself on the TV and would goof around outside the store. One night, he decided to break in and steal some TVs. The store had hours of footage of Wallace and quickly recognized him from internal CCTV. True or false?
Where was this?
This
It does-
was... It doesn't say where.
Yeah, I'm gonna say false.
The answer is false. All right.
You've
Next
gotten a
is-
point every time since I've started keeping score.
Talk about cheating. All right, who's next? Ray. Here we go. Candid camera. Not the first to be caught out by a selfie, and probably not the last. Ashley Keast used a stolen SIM card to snap a self-portrait inside a house he was burglarizing. He then posted the picture on WhatsApp, but also sent the picture to the victim's work colleagues. Police found him at his home with a Rolex watch worth $4,000 hidden behind a radiator.
True.
And the answer is true. Does that mean that you've caught up and we are now tied?
So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Go, Ray.
I think it's
And since Erica joined, so she's my good luck charm.
Yep. Is it Hez
You're
now?
so sweet. It is Hez.
All right, Hez, here we go. That's not mine. After realizing they had been robbed, a pair of unwitting drug dealers reported the incident to the police. The two opened their home to a full evidence search, where police uncovered 100 pounds of marijuana and a closet of weapons and ammunition.
I've seen people, drug dealers. I've covered videos of drug dealers called the cops when they
Pizza.
stuff.
Hez froze. Oh no.
Pizza.
Are you back, Hez?
I don't know. You tell me.
There you are.
All right. All right. True.
The answer is, in this case, false.
Heck, nabbit. Oh well. I tried.
Get your crap together, guys. Come on.
All right, who's next?
Okay, so It's supposed to be Katie, but she's not back. So why don't you read for me, and then when Katie gets back?
Sounds good. Easiest bust ever. And then there was the case of Matthew, easiest bust ever, Kennard, who approached a police deputy to ask if he was wanted by the law. He also asked, just in case he was, that he not be arrested. He was wanted on drug charges. His last words, as they dragged him away, were, "I must be the dumbest criminal in the world." True or false?
I know a lot of dumb criminals. So I'm gonna poll the chat.
Polling the chat. Christo says false. Who else we got?
I'm gonna go with Christo and say false.
You're going to go with Christo and say false is your final answer. And the answer is true.
Damn. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back, so I got to read for you now.
Sorry, I made coffee and it took a minute because the Keurig wasn't on.
Slippin'.
Did you say slipping or flipping?
Slippin'.
Okay.
Jay Cottrell thought it was wise to take a handful of heavy sedatives, 350 milligrams worth to be exact, to calm his nerves before robbing a New Jersey bank. When questioned by his accomplices, Jay retorted, "I can handle 350 milligrams of anything." Jay woke up hours later to find himself in handcuffs, having never completed his heist. True or false?
I'm gonna say. This sounds so familiar. I think we read this one last time, but I don't remember what the answer is. But I'm gonna say true.
And the answer is false.
Who got points while I was gone? Did Claw get a point?
Yes.
Paul got a
So
point.
here's
Jay
the
Ray got a point.
Ray got a point.
Here's the
Did Hez get a
here's the
point?
recap.
Okay.
No. So Mr. Zed has 7.
Okay.
Claw has 6.
Uh-huh.
Ray has 7. Hez
Yay.
has 4. You have 5, and I have 2.
Okay. Ray. We're all rooting
No, I
for
get
you.
that smirk off your face, Mr. Zed. I can see it.
Is that Lee? Is the cat's name Leo?
Yes, it's Leo.
Everybody say hi to Leo. If you donate right now, Leo gets a treat, as well as Ava's downstairs now. And Zena's showing her ass right now. Zena, it's not that kind of show. There's Ava. So we have all the pets. All right, Mr. Zed, it's your turn. Look at Ava. She's a star. She's also a terrorist, but what are you going to do? The Chain. A Florida man figured he could make off with a chainsaw, of all things, from his local hardware store. So he, in absence of a backpack, stuffed the device down his pants and ran for the exit. When an employee gave chase, he ditched the chainsaw and ran into the woods. He was arrested hours later upon returning for the device.
False.
Okay. This is actually true, and I've showed the video of this on my show before. There's surveillance video of this.
What?
There is. This is
Who's
true.
going to put a chainsaw down their pants? That sounds like a bad idea no matter how you think of it.
Did you hear the first sentence? A Florida man figured he could make off with a chainsaw. That's who.
They don't have trees in Florida.
A Florida man.
Sounds like a bad idea. It is a bad idea.
All right. So this is this is great because Mr. Zed didn't get a point, and Ray, you're tied with him. But we're going to get to Claw's turn. Claw. Sneakerhead. Owen Smith, a sneakerhead, spending hundreds of dollars on shoes. In order to support his habit, Owen sold shoes over the internet, signed by famous basketball player Shaquille O'Neal. The problem was that Owen signed the shoes himself, spelling Shaq's name S-H-A-K. Owen was arrested for fraud.
What was the perpetrator's name?
Owen Smith.
Damn it.
I like the way you get context clues. I do the same thing, Claw. Where are they at? What's their name? How's it spelled?
Yeah.
This is Owen Smith spelled completely normally.
Completely normally, yeah. Let's see. I mean, I could see that happening because there are a lot of stupid people. And I don't know. I'm gonna.
Do you want to poll? Do you want to poll the audience?
I don't. Yeah, let's see what the audience has to say.
All right, chat. Put your answer in the chat now. Owen Smith, a sneakerhead, spending hundreds of dollars on shoes. In order to support his habit, Owen sold shoes over the internet signed by famous basketball player Shaquille O'Neal. The problem was Owen signed the shoes himself, spelling Shaq's name S-H-A-K. Owen was arrested for fraud.
You know what? I'm going to go with false and here's why. Because anybody that's a collector of shoes and has a shoe habit is going to know how to spell Shaquille O'Neal's name if they're going to put it out there. And if not, then I'm dumb. I don't know.
You're correct. It is false.
Nice.
We saw a story the other day, Mr. Zed and I did, where it was a sneakerhead story where this guy, was it Nike? He had this website where he would sell fake Nikes, like the sneakerhead kind. I don't know what they're called. I'm not a sneakerhead. But what he did and what he got in trouble with, Nike's suing the crap out of him. I should cover this on my show. But he would get his shoes, his fake shoes, his counterfeit shoes from his website, buy real shoes from the Nike outlet, and then return the fake shoes to Nike, which is all fine. I mean, it's not fine and good, but would have been all fine and good. The point was to show that his website was so good, like the fakes were so good that even the Nike store couldn't tell. But he posted TikToks about it. So he's posting TikToks of him returning shoes that are counterfeit to the Nike store. So Nike's suing him for like millions of dollars for not only the theft of the shoes, but also all of these copyright infringement stuff from his website, like because he's selling fake shoes on his website. It's like a huge lawsuit right now. So sneakerheads are crazy, is my point.
Yes, they are.
All right, so you got a point there. And then Ray, this is your chance to surpass, to overcome, you need to keep that cat there because Leo seems to be good luck.
Real quick before we answer this question. After this question, I've got to dip because I got to go to work in the morning.
Okay.
So good luck, Ray.
Thank
if
you.
You take it, you take it. If not, we'll be tied.
It doesn't matter if you're leaving.
At least Erica didn't win.
Ray just has to stick around long enough. If you're going to bed, she's automatically going to win. All right. Stop or I'll shoot. Busy mother Jennifer Ulrey was tired of her kids spending so much time watching TV. So she took her .22 long rifle and fired multiple rounds into the TV. No one was hurt, but she was charged with reckless discharge of a firearm.
Sure.
I was I almost gave it away and then I stopped myself. But I think there's a video of this too. It is true. And I think I remember this story. And I want to say it was Florida. Hez, what's going on in Florida? I'm almost positive.
I just came down here to visit my mom. I didn't know that it was, people drinking liquid bath salts and.
You didn't know people were going to be Floridaing down there?
Yeah, Floridaing,
That's right. You said Florida and probably a single mom, and she's just like, do the damn dishes, blam, blam. And, I get it.
All right, Mr. Zed has to work in the morning, which means he has to get up at 6 a.m. So everybody say good. What? You're muted. What'd you say?
Earlier.
Well, whatever. Party pooper. Mr.
Good night,
Zed's going
Mr.
to bed.
Good night, Mr. Zed.
Good night, Mr. Zed.
And we will continue until somebody has more. Well, Ray has more points than Mr. Zed, but thank goodness he's gone. All right, guys, we could talk about him now. He's finally out of here. Who's next? Hezekiah.
Yes.
Roughing it. A South African robber broke into a local shop and thought it was wise to camp out for the evening. Planning to walk out the front door the next morning, the man was instead found immediately by the shop owner that morning. The suspect was handed over to the police and, needless to say, camped out that evening in a jail cell.
Let me see. That sounds true.
It is true.
All right.
Yay.
Oh, Katie.
Yes.
Who's going to read for you?
Nobody has cards, so I guess I'm out. That's what I was saying. I need to mail cards to you or number 2 or Hezekiah or somebody who's here.
Yeah.
Unless you guys just want to find one online. Does somebody want to find a dumb criminal story online and either make one up or something like that? If somebody wants to do that, do it for the next round and I'll keep going.
Okay.
All right, your
So go
turn.
to me and we'll see if somebody can find.
It's your turn, Erica. Respectful break-in. A retired couple from Lancashire returned home from a holiday to discover a burglar fast asleep in their bed. The man had done their dishes, washed his underwear, and even bought some groceries. The couple knew something was wrong since the house wasn't usually that tidy. Is that true or false?
That's got to be false because there's no such thing as somebody breaking in and cleaning.
It's actually true.
Oh my
That is a
gosh.
true story. Yeah. It's creepy. It reminds me of that one case I covered around Christmas where the guys broke into somebody's house and were living there for a couple of days before they came in. Remember that one?
Was that the snow one?
Yeah, the one where it was Christmas time and they were opening the Christmas presents and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, creepy, creepy, creepy. All right, Mr. Zed's gone. So, Claude, it's your turn.
Okay, here I am.
Boats. A serial thief, Michael Weber, decided to steal a speedboat from the Poole Harbor in the UK in 2008. On his way along the coast to his hometown of Lymington, he ran aground. He was picked up by the Coast Guard the next morning and handed over to the police. The name of the boat was called Caught at Sea. SEA.
What?
Caught at SEA. Sea.
No. See, I don't know enough about the coast of England to know if those are towns on the coast or if they're just, you know what I mean? And
I mean, I know a lot about England and geography, and I've been there, and I still don't know these towns, so they're probably very small towns.
yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? Let's say it's true. I'm gonna say it's true.
It's actually false. Womp womp.
Sorry.
All right, Ray, who is in the lead right now? I know, yay! Pigs. Jimmy the Belt was a well-known traveler living in Fakenham, Norfolk. Back in the early 2000s, micro pigs were all the rage. Jimmy managed to sell over 50 micro pigs at 500 pounds apiece to the locals. He was arrested 6 months later when the micro pigs Jimmy sold started to double in size every month. It turns out Jimmy's pigs were just normal piglets.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn. Do you want me to read it again?
Yeah, sorry.
Jimmy.
I just got back, so I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Jimmy the Belt was a well-known traveler living in Frankenham, Norfolk. Back in the early 2000s, micropigs were all the rage. Jimmy managed to sell over 50 micropigs at 500 pounds a head to the locals. He was arrested 6 months later when the micropigs Jimmy sold started to double in size every month. It turns out Jimmy's pigs were just normal piglets.
What am I answering?
True or false?
No, but
So basically this guy sold micro pigs to people, but they were actually just real pigs, but they didn't realize it until they started to grow.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. Like,
do you want me to pull?
Am I answering if it's true that he did this or false that this happened?
Like, just true or false, did this actually happen or not?
Oh, false.
Okay, it is false.
Okay.
You're really good at this game for not knowing what's going on.
No, this question confused me because normally there's like.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's more clear cut than, yeah.
Right, so nobody wants to have their camera on? It's just, okay, there it says. All right. I'm like, it's just me on the screen? Come on, guys.
But you don't have your camera on and...
It's because my camera is being picked up by... I can't have the camera go to two places at once. That's why. So my camera is on YouTube and all the other streaming sites. Okay, Hezekiah. Red or black? Braden Everett was arrested in the bathrooms of Apache Gold Casino in Arizona as he attempted to hide $100,000 of fake poker chips in the ceiling. Unfortunately, the bag broke and sent the chips flying all over the floor. The noise was so loud, security entered the bathroom, and Braden was quickly arrested.
That sounds like a scene from Ocean's 11. I don't know. I would say false.
That is false.
All right.
All right, it's my turn. Did somebody find a story for me, or we want? I mean, I'm not gonna be a winner anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I'm not very
That's
good
fine.
at doing the.
That's fine. It's your turn then.
To do. Okay.
A fishy story. Robbie Rose lost his first place medal and was charged with a felony after it was discovered that he had cheated in a Texas fishing tournament by stuffing 1 pound weights down the throat of a bass he had caught. Officials became suspicious when they placed Rose's fish in a tank and it sank to the bottom. Don't forget you have okay. Sorry, I was going to say don't forget you can poll the audience.
I know.
This is actually another story that I covered on my channel. That is a true story, and I have covered it. It was a big scandal in the fishing world. Do any of you remember? Anybody in the chat or you guys? Do you remember that?
I remember.
Yeah,
I remember.
How early was that in your show?
It was pretty early on. It was probably probably a year ago, maybe. I've only been doing it for like a year and a half, so it was like within the first 6 months or so. All right, Claw. It is. Let me
Yeah.
take me and Mr. Zed off of this. And we're down to 4 players. Since number 2 decided to ditch me tonight, we'll call her names later.
She said she was having microphone issues.
A likely story.
Or charging issues.
Mixed signals. This question is for Claw. Sisters Georgiana and Paige learned a lot from their father, most of all, how to steal things. After an acquaintance agreed to give them electricity for $50 from the streetlights outside their home, Georgiana messed up the connection and electrocuted Paige to death. She was arrested for stealing electricity and for killing her sister.
And this was where?
It doesn't say where. It does not say where.
See, I know some countries that do hijack. They just connect right up to the no meters, no nothing. But
I used to get cable television that way.
yeah, this is a little different.
And it wasn't even me. It was my older brother, News Now Enemy, who may be listening in while he's working. But I remember him climbing to the top of that pole and hooking up cords and stuff. And we were finally able to watch MTV.
So read it again, because there's clues in these questions. That's what I found.
Sisters Georgiana and Paige learned a lot from their father, most of all, how to steal things. After an acquaintance agreed to give them electricity for $50 from the streetlights outside their home, Georgiana messed up the connection and electrocuted Paige to death. She was arrested for stealing electricity and killing her sister.
I'm going to go with false.
It is false. That is correct. Point for you. You're on the heels of Ray Ray right now, by the way. You're just 1 point behind. So, Ray Ray, you're up. This one's called Easy Come. C-O-M-E, by the way. It's an easy come, easy go, not the other kind, you dirty bastards. In the early hours of the morning, at a bank's ATM was robbed, and $15,240 was taken. The following day, a man entered the same bank and deposited $15,240 into his personal account. He was arrested soon after.
An ATM was robbed?
Yeah, it says in the early hours of the morning, a bank's ATM was robbed of $15,240. And the following day, the guy went into the bank and deposited the exact same amount.
False.
That is actually true.
Oh.
What an idiot.
Wow. Okay.
I know you're still here, number 2. I was talking to you. I was talking about you to you. Okay, Hezekiah.
Hi.
Don't forget, everybody, if you do a donation, not only do the dogs get treats, but we do a happy dance while Hezekiah's here. And when I'm on... sir, okay. And when I'm on Hezekiah's show, if somebody donates to Hezekiah, my dogs get treats. So... heavy metal.
Connection is crap.
What's that?
His connection is like weird right now.
Yeah, it's part of his charm at this point, isn't it? Heavy metal. Ray Murphy from Winchester, England, stole some lead from the roof of Winchester Cathedral. With over 2 yards of lead in his arms, he tried to climb down an iron drain pipe. He miscalculated his footing and fell 20 feet and trapped himself under the lead. He was arrested the next morning crying for help due to the pain in his ribs.
False.
That is false. Correctamundo.
I don't like that though. Because that's the exact same question I got wrong last time I was on here, and that's why I knew the answer.
Is it? I'm going to reshuffle. Guys, we need a new game by this time next month. I think we've gone through all of them. We're reshuffling. Hopefully we get something that All right, Erica, you here? Sweet lady?
I'm here.
Okay. Doctor's orders.
Here.
Michelle, a California resident, had recently been arrested for forging prescriptions. During her trial, Michelle brought in a doctor's note to help delay her sentencing. The note turned out to be a forgery.
Since I've dealt with this in my personal family, I'm going to say it's true.
It is true. True. All right, let's do a recap.
So Mr. Zed
is out of the game. Forget him. He doesn't exist.
Yep. So Claw has 8. Ray has 9. Has had 7. Katie, you're out. You had 5. And I have 3.
I was trying to see if I could turn my camera off and restream, if I could turn it on over there and just have all of us on a big screen, but it doesn't work that way. So, oh well. Oh, what I can do. All right. Entertain yourselves for 1 second. I have an idea.
Oh boy.
I know.
So we went and saw Wicked today in Detroit. It was phenomenal. You're muted, hon.
I know I'm doing something.
Always muted. How'd you like
No,
to
I was talking to Ray.
Now, what is Wicked? It's a play, I understand. What's the premise?
It's the Wicked Witch of the from Wizard of Oz. Okay. She was misunderstood.
Did you like the giant wall of shoes in the beginning?
Like most of today's youth, I understand. Yes. I get it.
Yeah, but we went to the Detroit Opera House, and it was phenomenal. My daughter-in-law and my baby girl Addison. So it was a fun time.
Look at there you are.
Time.
All right. I can do that, and then on the stream. All right. Oh, can you guys hear me? Can the audience hear me? Can everybody hear me? All right. Oh, I turned on the wrong thing. I have to do this. Okay, perfect. I think everybody can see me now.
Yes.
Although I'm really small at the bottom of the YouTube one. Oh, whatever. We're just going to go for it. Whose turn is it? It's Claw's turn.
It is?
It is.
All right, let's go.
Check, please. James Ryan of Memphis was charged with forgery after he handed a waitress a $100 bill. The waitress knew something was suspicious with the note, as instead of the image of Ben Franklin, it was Abe Lincoln who was staring back at her.
I'm going to say that's true because people wash money and try to turn bills into bigger bills. It's true.
Yep, that is true.
Okay, he's tied with Ray now.
All right.
Come on, Ray. You can do it.
You can do it.
No pressure.
No pressure. Yeah, no pressure.
You need to get Leo. He's definitely a good luck charm.
He's trying to sneak back onto my lap as we speak.
Is he? Yeah. All right. Time lock. A masked man walked into a pawn shop in Luton, England. and gave the teller a note saying he was armed and wanted money. The teller gave the man a stack of cash, but the thief demanded gold from the safe. The teller told the man the safe had a time lock and would only open 24 hours later. Incredibly, the man returned the following day, where he was arrested by police. What do you think?
Chat.
Chat. All right, I'm pulling up the chat. Chat. The question or the statement is: a masked man walked into a pawn shop in Luton, England, and gave the teller a note saying he was armed and wanted money. The teller gave the man a stack of cash, but he demanded gold from the safe. The teller told the man that the safe had a time lock and would only open 24 hours later. Incredibly, the man returned the following day, where he was arrested by the police.
Pawn shop?
Yeah, it was a pawn shop. Answers
Was it
from the
teller?
chat, please.
And the safe.
No, but they're talking about theater in the chat. They're not even watching. They're talking about.
You guys saw it? All right.
I know, I'm confused because it said pawn shop and they're talking about a teller in a safe like it's a bank. So is it a pawn shop or a bank?
Well, it's in England, so maybe they call cashiers tellers there. I mean, England's weird. They don't even speak American over there.
I know. Weirdos.
They're not answering. You're going to have to take a guess, true or false.
Stupid enough to be true. I don't know. True.
True? It's actually false.
Damn it. Damn it. Oh,
Sorry. Womp womp.
listen, Furface. You're supposed to be
Where?
good luck.
Yeah, where's your luck there,
Supposed to
Leo?
be good, yeah. It would be good luck.
He didn't get up on your lap in time.
Yeah.
Paint it black. This question is for Hezekiah. I'm sorry. This question is for Hezekiah. Paint it black. Albert Downey broke into a home by smashing a glass door with a paint can. But the can broke open, covering him in paint. Downey still made off with 2 cans of tuna fish and a box of oatmeal. But police quickly tracked him down at a nearby motel. That's so specific.
A nearby motel.
2 cans of tuna fish and a box of oatmeal.
All right. See, so I'm thinking like, if it was fake, that will. Because I'm thinking because they're so specific about what he stole and how ridiculously small amount.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking of it in terms of like, if you throw a paint can at a thing and it breaks, would it bounce back onto you?
I'm guessing there'd be some splattering involved.
Right, I'll say true.
It is true. True.
All right.
All right. Erica, toot toot. Deputies with the Clay County Sheriff's Office were searching a wooded area for a man. What does that say? Erica's the best fan. Erica is the best fan in the world.
Thank you.
All right.
Only to the people that deserve it.
All right. Toot toot. Deputies with the Clay County Sheriff's Office were searching a wooded area for a man wanted for possession of a controlled substance. When the subject passed gas so loudly, his spot was revealed.
Where's Clay County?
There's a Clay County in Georgia, but it doesn't say. I just happen to know there's one here.
I'm going to poll the audience.
I don't know. They weren't answering last time when
I know.
Ray needed their help. All right, audience.
Where are they at?
We only have like 2 more rounds left, so get with it. We need your answer. Deputies with the Clay County Sheriff's Office were searching a wooded area for a man wanted for possession of a controlled substance when the subject passed gas so loudly that his hiding spot was revealed. We have one true and one false so far. I need an answer from number 2, and I need an answer from Yo Mama. True or false? 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. They're doing it on purpose. 2, 1. Number 2 says true.
Okay, so there's 3 trues, 1 false.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go with true.
It is true. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Good job, audience. They like honestly, the chat is like I would say 98% at this game. So like since we've started, they're really good at this game.
Well, the audience.
Yeah. All right, do you want to go over the numbers and then we're going to do 2 more rounds and we'll be done?
Yep. So, Paul has 9. Ray has 9. Hez is up to 8. And I'm 4.
All right. It's a really tight race right now, guys. And Erica, you probably would have been in it if you got here at the right time. By the way, you look very nice tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My daughter-in-law did my hair and makeup for me.
Looks good. This is for Claw. You look very handsome tonight, Mr. Claw.
Thank you very much.
So now when Hez comes back up, I'm going to have to compliment him because he's the only one I haven't complimented yet. But honestly, Ray and Erica really do look very nice tonight.
What, I don't?
No, I mean, you look like you always do. You look exactly the same every time I see you. You have like your uniform on, t-shirt, baseball hat. That's your uniform.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, trucked off. Clive Hartford thinks big. The British criminal stole a truck loaded it with 18 pallets of stolen nickel and copper worth around 150,000 pounds. The haul was huge, maybe too large. Cops arrested Hartford after the truck's suspension collapsed under the weight of his ill-gotten gains.
Yeah, something doesn't make sense there. Read it again. I want to read it. I want to hear it again.
Clive Hartford thinks big. The British criminal stole a truck and loaded it with 18 pallets of stolen nickel and copper worth around 150,000 pounds. And pounds meaning the money, not weight, by the way, in this case. The haul was huge, maybe too large. Cops arrested Hartford after the truck's suspension collapsed under the weight of his ill-gotten gains.
Oh boy.
We have mixed reviews in the audience right now as well. Completely down the middle.
I'm just, I could see it happening, but you would think that would happen before it even left the parking lot. So how about
go with your first instinct? What was your first gut instinct? That's what you should go with. You want to stick with false?
Yeah, it's
true. Yeah, it's true.
It is. I figured.
It is true.
This is a bullshit. It's a bullshit game. That's fixed.
Now's my chance.
Now is your chance, Ray.
Really blow it.
All right.
Blood.
Burn it up. A group of thieves in Everett, Washington attempted to rob a local ATM. Using a blowtorch, they attempted to access the ATM's cash box by setting the machine ablaze. Unfortunately, the thieves accidentally set the money on fire in the process. The entire cash box, along with the thieves' dreams, went up in flames. Do you want me to read it again? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Somebody needs to donate so we can give these kitties some treats.
Oh, it's Addison's Fat Cat Ghost.
Ghost and Leo, and we have
Yeah.
Xena here, and Ava went to bed. So
Ava went to bed with her daddy, didn't he?
yeah, she
Didn't she?
did.
Yeah.
I'll read it again
Oh.
for you, Ray. Burn it up.
Okay.
A group of thieves in Everett, Washington attempted to rob a local ATM. Using a blowtorch, they attempted to access the ATM's cash box by setting the machine ablaze. Unfortunately, the thieves accidentally set the money on fire in the process. The entire cash box, along with the thieves' dreams, went up in flames. Most of the audience is saying true, by the way, if that means anything.
Okay, I'll go with true.
It is true.
All right.
Thank you, chat.
I'm telling you, they're good. Hezekiah.
You're in the lead.
Hezekiah,
We
if
have
you
one
get
more
this,
round, right?
if you get this one and the next one correct, and everyone else gets it wrong, you could still win, Hezekiah.
Oh boy.
Minor incident. Dustin Hunter walked into his local liquor store demanding cash and beer. The store owner gave him, you know what? We had read this one last time and I remember the answer. We're not doing that one. Sorry. New question. Branch out. British police had very little difficulty tracking down a wannabe bank robber, David Snow, as he tried and failed to rob a local branch of Barclays Bank in the village of Bream. Having only been in the branch half an hour earlier, he had given the cashier his full name and address. Do you want me to read again?
No, I got it. I got to think for a second because,
Okay.
again, that's another one of those ones, like you said earlier, like when you start getting into stuff going on in Europe, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, things that might not make sense to me. Like, well, maybe out there it wouldn't be so weird.
Yeah.
I'll say false.
It is false. Good job. I guess I can show this camera too. Show both of the cameras. Hezekiah gets a point. Erica, you ready? You're up.
I'm ready.
I gotta pick cards we've had before. All right. Tattoo. Anthony Garcia decided to recreate the scene of a gangland killing he had committed in prison-style tattoos on his chest. Cops, when later looking through the gang mugshots, were... Sorry, I'm going to start over. My contact lens got all... I have astigmatism, so it gets crooked in my eye and I can't see. Tattoo. Anthony Garcia decided to recreate the scene of a gangland killing he had committed in prison-style tattoos on his chest. Cops, when later looking through gang mugshots, were reminded of the crime and arrested Anthony. He was given life for the murder.
True.
It is true, and I've covered this on my show before. This is another one that I had covered on my
Sounded
show.
familiar.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have 5. You have no chance of winning, but you're doing well for only playing half the game, by the way.
Yeah. So Claw has 9. Ray has 10. Hez has 9.
Give me 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. I need to blow my nose.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello.
No.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you.
Did you know there was a sequel to Wicked?
Is there?
There's a sequel. What?
To Wicked? They never made it into a film. I read the book Wicked, and there's a sequel to the book, and I swear, I'm not joking, it's called Son of a Witch. And it's about her
Okay.
son.
I like my next Audible that I get. I'm gonna get Wicked because I
Awesome.
tried to read it years ago. I'm not a strong reader, so the Audibles work out much better for me.
You know what? I'd like to say that I read most of my books on Audible as well. And when people say, well, you're not really reading the book, you're just listening to it, I would like to say to the readers out there, you're not really reading the book either. You're just looking at it.
I understand. I like the Audible's much easier than the reading. It keeps me focused.
Mine is more of a time thing. I don't have time to sit down and, I have a full-time job. I do this as my hobby. And it takes up a lot, like the research part of it takes up a lot of time, all of my free time. So the only time I have to read is when I'm driving, and the cops don't like it when you're reading a book while you're driving. So I prefer to listen to it.
You have not been on the I-5. I'm going to tell you that right now, because you could drive past the cop reading the newspaper and they wouldn't even bat an eye.
I've seen it before.
If you look at your phone, they'll pull you over. But yeah, there's no law against reading a book. You can't text someone while driving, but there's no law against writing a handwritten note.
You know what's funny is one time I got reprimanded, not a ticket or anything, but I got reprimanded by a police officer because I was crocheting while sitting in bumper to bumper traffic. Like the traffic was stopped and there was a cop like out there directing or whatever, but we were stopped and he saw me looking down and he came over and knocked on my window and told me to get off my phone. And I said, I'm not on my phone. And he's like, you're going to get a ticket for being on your phone. I'm like, first of all, I'm not on my phone and we're stopped. And he's like, well, what were you looking down for? And I pointed, my phone was like mounted up. I have the little mount or whatever. I'm like, my phone's right there. He's like, what are you doing? And I held up my thing. He's like, he just shook his head. He's like, you can't do that while you're driving. It's still distracted driving. But you don't have to
play mandolin while driving.
You don't have to look to does anybody crochet? You don't have to be looking at it necessarily, but it was stopped traffic. No. So I was just like doing my little thing. Anyway.
All right, there's 3 of us here from Chicago. You've all been on 290. Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I've seen people reading books, the newspaper, makeup, phone, anything you could think of.
Yeah.
So you guys listening to a book is no big deal.
Exactly. So Bandit was asking if Hez won. We have one more round to go. And the score is, as of right now, Claw has 9, Ray has 10, Hez has 9, and Erica has 5. So Ray is in the lead, so it's hers to lose. If we end up with a tie, we'll do a tiebreaker round. We'll do sudden death. All right, Claw. This is called Snap. Christopher Wallace was arrested while Snapchatting his whereabouts. He was hiding in a cupboard as police were searching his home at the time. That was his second incriminating post. His initial one had informed police that he was at home in the first place.
Man, there's a lot of dumb idiots like that.
The name is Christopher Wallace. Christopher Wallace was arrested while Snapchatting his whereabouts, hiding in a cupboard.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's true.
That is true. All right, as of right now, we have a tie. Ray, if you get this one right, nobody can beat you.
No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure. You got your cat?
No pressure, Ray. Where's Leo?
Yeah.
He went somewhere. I don't know.
All right. This one's called Bomb. While checking in at the American Airlines gate and heading on a family holiday, 18-year-old Jamie Johnson was checking in his bag when he asked whether he was carrying any restricted items. He immediately joked, yes, a large bomb. Sadly, Jamie didn't make his family holiday as he was arrested at the airport.
True.
It is false. Oh, we have a game now, people. We have
Uh-oh.
a game.
Uh-oh.
Here, I'll hold it up for this camera. I forgot. You guys can't see over there. It's
That's
false.
fine.
It's
Believe you.
it's up
Are
for
we
you.
looking at a
Up to
three-way
you, Hez.
tie?
Three-way
Yeah.
tie. Where?
No.
You were in the lead, and then me and him were tied. So now that you missed one, and if we both get it right, then
If you
right?
get
Or-
this right, we'll have a 3-way tie. Are you ready, Hezekiah? No pressure. Do you need to get your dog for good luck or anything?
he's over there sleeping.
All right, this one is called Crime Wave. Raul Antonio stole a robotic pool cleaner because he didn't have to break into a house, and there were plenty of pools in Tampa Bay. This is a Florida man too. His routine was to pull up in his van, complete with pool service sign, steal the pool cleaner, and sell it online. Unfortunately, one day he slipped and fell into the pool and drowned. The only flaw in his plan was Raul could not swim. One more
Only
time.
because it's Florida, man. I'm gonna say true.
It's false.
Boo!
It is false. All right, Erica.
I'll just answer the question. I have no chance of winning.
You do not. This is called a saucy encounter. The fun is playing the game, though. A saucy encounter. A young Australian man thought he'd make a quick getaway, attempting to steal a hot metal of spaghetti from a local supermarket by stuffing it down his pants. As the man began to walk to the exit for a quick escape, the hot metal burst inside his pants, scorching his legs and leaving red-hot trail of pasta in his wake.
I'm going to say false.
It's true. That's true. That's actually true. Which is pretty hilarious.
Okay, so
all right.
now it's down to Claw and Ray Ray. Let's do one more round. And then go into sudden death.
This is sudden death. So it's just, we're not doing a whole round. It's just Claw and Ray. Sudden death.
Yep.
Fight to the death. So I'm going to read each of you a question. The first time one of you gets it and the other doesn't. That's how we're going to end this. So Claw, you're up first.
All right, let's go.
Crack?
Great.
In North Charleston, a man died shortly after eating an ounce of cocaine hidden in his brother's buttocks in an attempt to avoid being caught by police officers. I'll read that again in case you didn't hear it the first time. A North Charleston man died shortly after eating an ounce of cocaine hidden in his brother's buttocks in an attempt to avoid being caught by police.
Ew.
That's really bad.
False.
It's true.
Oh my gosh.
There's no way I would eat that out of my sister's butt. I don't care. I would go to jail.
It's funny that it says crack with a question mark because there's 2 cracks in that story.
Yeah, I'm good now.
All right, Ray, this is for
This
the
is
win.
Cards Against Humanity. You know.
This is for the win. Phone. An opportunistic thief ran past Sheila on Park Lane in London and stole her cell phone while she was on a call. Sadly for the thief, as he turned to flee, he ran straight into a lamppost, knocking himself unconscious. He woke up to find himself in handcuffs.
Come on with these.
There's no help from the audience, nothing. You have to answer this yourself. It's sudden death.
True.
It is false. Sudden death
Oh!
round 2.
Round 2 of sudden death.
This is turning out to be a very exciting game. All right.
Down to the wire.
Claw. OG.
That's me.
OG Teddy. Sean Joseph was a drug runner in New York and would sit on medium-sized quantities of drugs. He would hide the drugs in his 7-year-old's daughter's toys. One day, without Sean's knowledge, his daughter took the toy into the school for show and tell. The kids were shown more than they expected. When Sean arrived to pick up his daughter, he was promptly arrested.
I'd say that's true.
It's false. It's false. All right. One more
wrong
time.
with me.
One more time.
No pressure.
If the cuff fits. Michael Brown and his friends were goofing around when his wrist was caught in handcuffs. Turns out nobody had a key. After considering a hacksaw and torch, Michael went into a police station to see if they would help. After discovering an outstanding warrant and marijuana in his pocket, police decided to keep the cuffs on him.
Some of these sound just so stupid.
I know.
These should be true, but then they end up being false.
That's the game.
I'm just gonna say true.
It's true. We have a winner.
All right, do I have to do a happy dance?
Hold on, let me play my thing. I made a thing.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
very
I'm sorry.
excited
I
about
forgot
it.
you did that.
All right, I understand that you guys can't see the thing, but you can go back and watch it on YouTube later. I'm very excited about it.
I'm looking at it on YouTube. Oh wow! Yay!
When I was a teenager, I was babysitting. I used to babysit. I've had a job like as long as I can remember, but I used to babysit, and I was babysitting for this couple who the dad was a police officer, and there was 2 terroristic children, by the way, and the son. I thought he had toy handcuffs, so I let him put the handcuffs on me because I thought they were toys because his dad was a cop, so I figured he would have like toy cop stuff. They were real handcuffs, and he had handcuffed me to a metal fire truck that was about this big, and the entire rest of the evening I had to babysit these children with a giant metal fire truck handcuffed to my wrist, and one of them was a baby I had to change the diapers of. It was traumatic. I totally forgot about that story until we just read that card, but yeah,
That's
crazy.
hilarious.
So Ray, you win a prize from the KDZ. By the way, if you need merchandise, please visit kdz.com. Let me know what you would like. Anything except for the sweatshirts, because I'm not rich and those cost a lot of money. So if you would like to get a sweatshirt, you could pay the difference or whatever a t-shirt and a sweatshirt, if you want to do that. It's up to you. Just let me know what you want and I will get it to you. Don't forget, Bandit, you are a winner as well.
Rich.
So I'm not rich. No, I'm not rich. Bandit, you are a winner as well. You can pick anything out that you want except for the sweatshirt. So any t-shirt or any of the accessories, hat, mug, whatever you'd like, just let me know. Thank you all very much for coming. I'm going to plug what I have coming up and then we'll be done for the evening. I'll let you all plug yourself too. But coming up tomorrow, we're doing a Crime Land episode, mainly because just because it's the Super Bowl, and I think a lot of people don't really want to, hang out watching crime show during the Super Bowl. I go live at 4:30. I do. I go live at 4:30. I should be ending right around when the Super Bowl starts, but if people are here and want to hang out, I just need to be done by halftime because I want to watch the halftime show. But I have like hundreds of tabs, it's like building up in my Crime Land folder, so we can go for as long as you guys want to hang out tomorrow. Week after that, Frank from the Let's Be Frank YouTube channel is coming on. We're going to talk about Jessica Lunsford, who's a young woman from Florida, actually, your neck of the woods there, who was unfortunately killed, but her dad went on this crusade to get laws changed in not every state, but he tried every state. But we're going to talk about the laws that he got passed to keep sex offenders on lists and informed and all of that sort of stuff. Great guy. He took a tragedy, turned it around, and helped so many people. Frank and I are going to talk about that. After that, Friday Night Crime next week as well. Side note, with number 2, who didn't decide to show up today for some reason. I think she's mad at me. I'm not sure. DC Sniper on the 18th. No, that's the 25th, DC Sniper. And then we're going to do another Crime Behind the Music the week after that. And we're going to be talking about the song Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. So that's what we have coming up on my channel. Hezekiah, what do you got going on?
Yes. Well, of course, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, right with Hezekiah, Breakfast with Hezekiah show, featuring making fun of and sovereign citizens and all of those people. My producer is the amazing Ray Ray, who I don't know on YouTube where she's at, but here she's above me. Yes. And of course, every Saturday, the Saturday Night Snafu. And like you said, if you want to get it at Amazon, it's a funny book making fun of frauditors.
Yep.
Why not? And of course, I got my Katie said overruled refrigerator magnet, guys. Don't forget Katie. Come on, that's what we're here for.
Woo, Katie. You can find Ray Ray on Hez's channel every morning, and also on the Saturday Night Snafu. Do you guys still do the Thursday show?
No.
Okay. I'm usually at work at that time, so
yeah, I had to slow down a bit, so we put that on back burner.
No, I get it. I totally get it. Claw live streams every once in a while. I don't think you have a set schedule, do you? Do you want to tell people your channel?
I'm all about low expectations, and I just don't, have a thing. I occasionally post some videos over there at Original Claw there on YouTube, and let's see what else I got going on.
He's big on Twitter.
He's a tweeter. I'm a smart ass on Twitter.
He is.
And I'm a huge fan of shit posting, so all my green friends know.
All in good fun.
And, it's all in good fun. That's exactly right. Anything else I got going on? Playing the 24th of this month at the Central Park Hotel. That's my only big thing. So
Central Park Hotel, somewhere in Pennsylvania.
It is, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, he's a musician. I don't know if you could tell by all the guitars behind him.
That's actually a real thing back there.
yeah.
I was intimidated. I got one back there. You can't even see it. It's an electric. That's no count. Heavy metal.
I was wondering what it was. I can't tell. Is it a Dean?
It's a Schecter.
Oh, it's a Schecter? Yeah.
And you can find Erica in everybody's live chat all the time. She's the best fan in the world.
Usually.
That's right.
Well, to those that deserve it.
And maybe by this time next month, we'll have more announcements, Erica. We'll see. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I would like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Everyone in the chat, thanks for coming. Don't forget, if you want to be on the panel and play next month, all you have to do is become a member. It's, I think, $3 a month, something like that. So become a member of the channel. You'll be invited to game night. It's a lot of fun, and we have a good time over here. And my brother just showed up in the chat. We're about to end. Sorry. I think I told a story about him today. I don't remember what it was though. But regardless, that's the show. I'll see you all tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern, as always. Every Sunday, 4:30 Eastern, and we will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Intense, using up my 6 cents. Thought you had us figured, I can't use me at your expense. They be on that pretense, we be on some defense. Left you in the past tense, you could keep your 2 cents. I don't wanna be another target on a head list. All my people running around the city like some misfits. So I'm steady steady praying for my brothers like a wish list. Can I trust a soul? They gon' turn on you the quickest. Damn, there's so much going on in this world we call our home. They been looting and protesting, trying to get it for our home. Ain't nobody got us like we got us. Streets is in a frenzy, you see the riots. Stand up for a cause, or you die for one of yours. Ain't no universal laws, they just wanna sabotage. Rolling with my entourage, and they tell us be safe, but they got our hands behind us while we down up on our face. It don't make no sense, no. It felt like a devil, no. How we supposed to raise our sons, how we supposed to get through. Feeling really stressful.